Today's workout is all about muscular endurance. So, what I recommend are light dumbbells. For reference, I have 3 pound weights. So, usually anywhere from 1 to 5 pound weights is great. Five is going to be heavy for a lot of these movements. So, it's higher repetitions, meaning long intervals of time that we're going to be doing these exercises, but low load. So, not heavy weight. You'll want a mat as well for some of the exercises we will be doing on the floor on your back. Let's get started with our warm up. We're going to take your feet about hip width apart. We're going to start with a hinge. So nice long spine, reach your hips back, and then come on up. So as you hinge, you send your sits bones back, you send your tailbone back, you feel some length in the back of your thighs. Your spine is long, not rounded. And then you exhale, come up. Maybe even taking your palms and pressing down your thighs as you hinge, and then pressing them up your thighs as you come up. Inhale, tip. Exhale, come up. Inhale, tip. Exhale, come up. You can see I'm barefoot for today's workout. We do not have any impact, so I like doing my workouts barefoot if possible, or with shoes that are not super cushioned, like running shoes is not the best for doing these strength movements, so we can really feel grounded, connecting to your core. All right, let's widen your stance. You're going to turn your toes out into a sumo stance. Okay, so nice wide stance, toes are out. We're going to come down, down, up, up. So stick with that tempo for me as you move through this. So down for 2, up for 2. Press your knees out. Sit back into your butt, right? So sit back, weights in your heels, pressing your knees out. On the way down, you feel some almost like a stretch or lengthening in your inner thigh muscles. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to be working with sumo squats today. That's going to be our primary squat movement, with some variations in between. Now keep a chair or a wall or something close by to help with balance today. That might be something you'll want for assistance if you feel a little wobbly during certain movements. Let's do one more. All right, nice work. So let's bring your feet back about hip width apart, arms in front. Keep your hips forward. We're gonna rotate open to one side, let your head turn, and then come back. The whole time, belly button stays pointing forward even when you're rotating. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's do one more to each side. Nice job. I'm going to have you bend your elbows here. Keep a little bend in your knees. You're going to press up and down. As we go up overhead, try not to flare your ribs out. So exhale up, inhale down. Engaging your core just a little bit to help support your spine, your alignment. And 3, and 2, and 1. Last thing here, you might want to hold on to something for balance. So let me move my mat over closer to the wall. We're going to do calf raises, but what you're going to do is keep your knees bent. So bend your knees, and all you're going to do is lift your heels off the ground. Knees are going to come forward and then back down. So I'm not coming up. My heels are coming off the ground, but nothing from here up is moving. So my knees go forward as my heels come up and then back down. I'm feeling a little bit of my quads here, feeling my calves down. Exhale up and down. Definitely using something for balance is helpful. Without balance, I feel really wobbly, right? And 3, and 2, and 1. Nice work. We are going to get started. So grab your weights for your first series. We are doing lower body, and we are going to start in our sumo stance. So a nice wide stance. When you come down, if your knees are kind of froggying out, widen your stance a bit. So that way when you drop down, your knees stay over your feet, all right? So we're gonna keep your weights down by your sides. We're gonna get started with a down, down, up, up. Just like in the warm-up, pressing your knees out gently. Down, down, up, up. So you've got a little bend in your elbows. Your weights are kind of pressed together here. Inhale and exhale. Press those knees out, sit back. Nice job. The lower you go, the more intense this is gonna feel. So if you're dealing with some orthopedic limitations with your knees, with your hips, or just feeling in general like going low makes your form go kind of funky, don't go as low. You can stop about halfway. Let's do one more here. And then we're gonna come halfway and we're gonna hold this position here, and I'm gonna have you raise your weights forward and then back down. Forward and then back down, one more. And then come up, back down. Halfway hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Leg should be starting to burn. Come up and down for 3 and 2 and 1. Come up, back down. Hang in there. We're gonna do 2 more up and down with the raises. Now you might be able to see why lighter weights will be beneficial for this. 2 and 1. Come on, we've got 1 more. Hang in there with me. Legs are getting tired. 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. We're gonna pivot to one side of your mat, and I'm gonna have you kind of do a little bit of a kickstand setup here. So my weight is in my right leg and my back foot is just in a little bit of a kickstand. From here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our triceps. So you're gonna bring your elbows back. We're gonna straighten and bend. So mixing in a little arms here. Exhale. Inhale, bend. Really extend, pause at the extension, and then bend. Pause, and then bend. So you should feel some work still in your stabilizing leg. So that my right leg that I'm standing on, it's not really getting much of a break here. Straighten and bend. 1 more, straighten here. And now we're gonna pulse up. Pulse up, up. Nice work. Remember what leg that you're standing on here, because when we pivot or when we move to some new upper body exercises, we want to switch. So in case for some reason you don't switch right as we're doing it, make sure you get the other leg. So just make a note of what leg you're standing on. Pulse those weights up and up and up. You've got this. Try to relax your jaw here. And 3, 2, 1. Bring those weights down. Keep in this position, reverse fly. So that standing leg hopefully is working for you right now, right? If you need a little bit of a break, you can bring both feet together. That is fine. But if you're able to, stay in that kickstand. So reverse fly here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Slowly bring the weights down. Squeeze slowly down. My chest is pointed towards the floor. Every time I exhale, I'm engaging my core just a little bit. And 2, and 1. All right, bring your feet to meet the other. You can come up quick, shake it out, and we're gonna do that again. So we're gonna step back, find your kickstand. You're gonna come into that little bit of a kickstand setup. You're gonna bring your elbows back. We're gonna kick back and then in. So round 2 for these. Straighten your arms, slowly bend. Straighten, slowly bend. Really emphasize that straight part. Squeeze the back of your arm as you do that. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, straighten, inhale, bend. Try to keep that alignment. If you notice your head's looking up ahead of you, try to keep your head pointing where your chest is pointing, hopefully towards the floor. 1 more, and then you're gonna pulse. And we're gonna pulse back here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Arms are getting tired. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights come down, reverse fly. Try not to push your head forward as you do this. Loose grip on your dumbbells, arms come out, slowly come down. So they're not forward here. You're gonna keep them in line. So if you were to come up, you would be making a T, right? So that's kind of the angle we're going for. Exhale, inhale. 3, and 2. That standing leg should be a little shaky. 1, nice work. Step forward, shake your legs out. Whew. All right, so we are going back into our sumo. So we can come back into our wide stance. Remember, this is a video, so you can pause at any point for more recovery, but this is about muscular endurance. So we're gonna keep going here. So nice wide stance. We're gonna come down and up. If you need a little break for your weights, feel free to put your weights down, wiggle your fingers, shake them out, right? And then when you're ready, grab those weights. Inhale down, exhale up. Push your knees out. Inhale and exhale. Good work. We're gonna bring your weights to your shoulders now. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, exhale, press. Just warming up our pressing motion here. Inhale, exhale. And 3, 2, keep it down. Little pulses here. Keep your weights up at your shoulders. Push your knees out. Reach your butt back. Inhale and exhale at a steady pace here. Legs are getting tired. And 3, 2, full range. Up and down. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale down. You've got this. So that burn, that's that feeling of pushing your muscles to go longer, right? We're not lifting heavy weights here, but we are doing a lot of reps. And 3, 2, 1, weights at your shoulders, little pulses. Push your knees out, stick your butt back. Breathe your weights in your heels. Relax your jaw, maybe do a quick eye close here. Find that mindset, that feeling where you kind of weirdly like this burning feeling, but also hate it at the same time. And 3, 2, 1, come on up. Shake your legs out. Amazing job here. All right, so what we're gonna do now is you're gonna keep your feet a little more narrow than hip width apart to try and challenge your balance a little bit more. From here, weights are gonna come up and we're gonna go into more overhead pressing. So we're gonna start out at your sides. You're gonna go exhale up, come in a little bit, exhale up, come in all the way. Back to that diagonal, all the way to the side. So 3 points, diagonal, or like a 45 degree, all the way in front, neutral, 45 degree, back out to the side. Keep going here. So notice as I come up overhead, I'm not flaring my ribs out. Working on my shoulder range of motion here. Loose grip, you can see I'm not even gripping the weights. Really light grip, be safe, don't drop your weights. But keep a loose grip here, try to decrease that tension. And 3, 2, 1, just a brief drop your weights down, maybe tip your ear to one side. Tip your ear to the other side. Drop your head down. And then lift up the middle. Okay, keep that little bend in your knees. We're gonna bring your weights back up. From here, we're gonna do a bicep curl here to the side, bicep curl, forward, bicep curl, out, bicep curl. Exhale, exhale out. You've got this. Breathe through it. Loose grip on your weight so that way you're decreasing extra tension. No need to build more tension here. Keep the soft bend in your knees. And 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Okay, bring your weights down. Shake your arms out. Maybe do a little half circle, letting your head drop down. And then go the other side. All right, so let's go back into our sumo stance, right? Find that wide stance around number 3 for these. We're gonna do our sumo squats. We're gonna go back to that very first circuit we did with our triceps and our flies, and then we're gonna go back to our overhead presses. After that, we're coming down to the floor. So nice wide stance, turn your toes out. We're gonna come down and up. You can keep your weights down again. Inhale, exhale. Push your knees out. So we're kind of putting everything together now for a third round. Inhale and exhale. Push those knees out throughout the movement. Stick your butt back. Sit into your heels. Inhale and exhale. control the down, control the up, right? Inhale and exhale, 2 more. 1 more. And then we're gonna come down halfway. You're gonna raise your weights up and then back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Keep your knees pressing out. Exhale and inhale, come up, back down. We're gonna raise for 3 and 2 and 1. Back up, 2 more like that. Down, raise for 3 and 2 and 1. Keep your knees pressing out. 1 more and 3 and 2. 1 more. Awesome job. Come on up, shake your legs out. You're gonna step into your kickstand position, hinging forward, elbows back. You're gonna kick them back. Straighten and bend nice and slow. Straighten and bend. Keep your elbows back. Push the button of the weight up to the ceiling. Slowly back down. Use your exhale here. Last time for all of these. 2 more, and then we're gonna pulse your arms back. All right, pulse up. Exhale, press up and up and up and up. You've got this a little higher with each one. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch your feet here. So switch your kickstand foot, come down, reverse fly. Exhale, arms out. Inhale, arms down. I apologize for my little sniffling I've got in the background here. I'm getting over a cold, but I feel fine. It's just that, once you start working out, sometimes it can get all that fluid in your head to move around. So just ignore me. Exhale, inhale down. Keep a loose grip on your weights. Squeeze your shoulder blades together like you want to hold a tennis ball there, and then you're going to drop it. And then you're going to hold it between your shoulder blades and drop it. 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Come back to your sumo. Nice wide stance. This is your last time for your sumos. You can actually bring your weights to your shoulders. I'm sorry. Down and up. Down and up. Press your knees out here. Now we're gonna add that overhead. Down, exhale, press. We're here for a little bit, so get that exhale down on the way up. Press your knees out. Sit back into your heels. You've got this. 4 more. And 3. And 2. 1 more. Stay down, little pulses here. We have 2 counts of 8. Breathe through it. Maybe get a little lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Bring your feet together, a little bend in your knees, and then we're gonna bring your weights here, right? We're gonna go out to the sides. Exhale, 45-degree. Exhale, press in. Join me here. We have about 40 seconds with these 3-point presses. You've got this. Using your exhale, 15 more seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, finish your last one. All right, take your arms down, shake it out. We're gonna do our biceps, and then we're gonna come down to the floor. All right, so soft knees. We're gonna bring your weights back up to the side, extend your curl to the front, extend your curl to the side and to the front. You've got this. This is our last overhead upper body. We really don't have much upper body after this at all. Our arms will be a little bit involved, but nothing crazy. Whew. Shoulders are tired. If you need to take a break, remember, this is a video, this is your workout, but we have 15 more seconds here. Come on, stick with me. This is why I said light weights. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your weights down. Amazing job. All right, before we come down to the floor, let's just do a little neck stretch. So you're going to take your left hand, put it behind your back, grab your hand with your right hand, grab your wrist, and then tilt your head over to the right. You should feel a really great stretch. Relax your jaw. And then drop your chin down to your chest. Let your head feel super heavy. And then lift up to the other side. So right hand goes behind your back. With your left hand, you're gonna take it, you're gonna grab your wrist, and then tip your ear to the left. Feeling a nice stretch down the side of your neck. And then drop your chin down, let your head feel heavy. And then lift your head up, roll your shoulders back. We come down to the floor. All right, so you don't need your weights. We're gonna come down onto your back and we're gonna work into our bridge segment and our abdominal segment, okay? So from here, you're gonna take your feet, you're gonna scoot them back so that way your feet are under your knees. If you feel any knee pain with this, you can scoot your feet forward a tiny bit, okay? But try to get your feet under your knees, right? And then walk your feet in a little bit closer than hip width apart. From here, we're gonna exhale. Keep a neutral position through your pelvis, drive up through your heels. Inhale down. Exhale up. You can keep your hands on your hips, lightly on the sides of your mat. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, you can keep your hands up. Inhale down, drive through your heels. Sometimes just keeping hands here intermittently. Make sure you're keeping that neutral position through your pelvis and that you're not coming into a big arch, right? So you want to make sure you have that little bit of a itty bitty tuck under, just a little bit as you come up and then back down. All right, from here, we are gonna come up and you're gonna lift your left leg and then you're gonna drop it down to the floor and you're gonna do that again, same side. Exhale, lift your left leg. The goal is not to let your hips wiggle too much here. So push down through your right heel, then lift your leg and then drop it down. Exhale, push down through your right heel, lift your left, all on the same side and back down. 4 more. Exhale, inhale, and 3, push down through your heel, exhale, inhale, 2 more, shaky leg, exhale, inhale, 1 more, exhale, push down through right, lift left. Okay, switch sides, push down through your left heel, exhale, lift your right. And down, try to keep your hips level, not a lot of movement. Exhale, lift, inhale down. So before you even lift your leg, push down through the opposite heel. Same side here. Exhale. Try to keep your hip bones level. 4 more. Exhale, push directly down through your heel, not out away from you. So directly down. 2 more. 1 more here. And then bring your glutes down to the floor, shake your legs out. All right, from here, what we're gonna do is a bicycle march, kind of. So you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna lightly touch the sides of your head, and I want you to always pretend like you have an orange between your chin and your neck. So that way you're not tucking your chin down. From here, we're gonna extend your left leg out straight. Keep your neutral position through your pelvis through this extension. You're gonna exhale, you're gonna bring your right shoulder off of the mat towards your left knee, extend out. Inhale, exhale, crunch up and over, inhale down. Exhale, up and over, inhale down. Keep going here. So try to think more shoulder across your body than elbow, right? Exhale, inhale. Keep going here. 3 more like this. And 2. And 1. And switch sides. Extend your right leg. Exhale, up and across. Inhale down. Still not lacing your hands behind your head here. So exhale, up and across. I come all the way back down to a neutral position. That helps decrease tension in my neck and my shoulders. So my head taps the floor gently after every repetition. Exhale, inhale. We have 5 more here. Exhale, inhale, and 4, and 3. Try to exhale from your low abs. And 2, 1 more. Nice work. Take your feet together. Let your knees fall to the side. Breathe into your hips. Relax your pelvic floor, your core, your glutes. Almost imagining your inhale filling up both sides of your pelvis and your hips. Relaxing your jaw fully on your exhale. One more breath here. All right, last time for your bridges. Keep your feet a little bit more narrow than hip width apart. Your heels are under your knees. We're gonna keep that neutral position. Exhale, come up. Inhale, down, tap the floor. Exhale, press through your heels, come up. Squeeze your glutes on the way up. Inhale, down, tap the floor. So on the way up, you feel your glute muscles contract and activate. On the way down, you feel them slowly release. Engage them on the way up. Inhale, release them slowly on the way down. Good work. Let's do 4 more with both feet. And 3. And 2. 1 more. Keep your hips up. All right. From here, we're going to lift one leg. Push down through your left heel. Exhale, lift your right. Inhale, down. Right foot goes down. Keep your hips level. No wiggling. Exhale, up. We're doing 8 on each side. Every time you lift your right leg, push down through that opposite heel. That's going to engage your glute muscle before you actually lift your leg, so it's not trying to catch up to the load. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Nice work. Hang in there. 3 more. And 2. And 1. All right, switch sides. Exhale, push down through your heel. Lift the left leg. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. You want to challenge your balance a little bit more. Maybe take your hands up. We're going for 8 total here. 4 more. And 3. And 2. 1 more. Nice. Come on down. We have our bicycles, right? So from here, you're going to take your hands lightly on the sides of your head. We're going to extend your right leg out. We're going to exhale, come up and together. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, up. Inhale down. So really try to bring your shoulder up and across. Inhale, down. Exhale. Inhale. 5 more on this side. Control both directions. And 4. And 3. 2. Stick with this pace. 1 more. If you're done before me, you're going too fast, right? So extend your other leg. Exhale, up and across. Inhale, down. You have 10 here. Breathe through it. 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. 1 more, and then we're back in our butterfly for our relaxation in between, right? So giving that pelvic floor and your core time to relax, releasing that tension that we might have been building throughout the set. Inhale, down into your hips. Try to release tension in your pelvic floor. Make sure you're not clenching your glutes. A full exhale, making sure your jaws relax in your exhale. Take 1 more deep breath here. All right, no more bridges, but 1 more round of our bicycles. And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna alternate sides. So option 1, hands to the sides of your head. Pretend like you have an orange under your chin. You're gonna exhale. You're gonna march up and across. Inhale, down, alternating sides. Option 2, to make this a little more intense, feet come up. and you're gonna do a full bicycle, alternating sides. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, back, okay? So you've got two options, feet down easier, feet up harder. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1. Exhale, up and across. You have 40 seconds for these. Breathe through it. I'm gonna do half and half. So half with my feet down, and then the last half, I'm gonna push, bring my feet up. 20 seconds here. Coming back to that neutral position in between each time, each crossover back down. That's gonna help decrease that tension in your neck. You have 8 seconds here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Whew. Amazing job. All right, one more time. Find that butterfly stretch. Let your inner thighs relax here. Take your hands to your low belly. Try to inhale, breathe into your belly. Exhale, get it all out. You shouldn't feel any movement in your neck and shoulders with your deep breath. It should all go down, expanding out into your ribs. One more breath here. All right, take your knees into your chest, maybe massaging your low back into the floor, rolling side to side. And we'll move into a figure 4 stretch. So either crossing one leg over the other with the opposite foot on the floor, or you can bring your bottom foot up, gently pulling in. You can add that side to side rock if you'd like. You should feel a stretch in your side glute, your outer hip. And you can switch sides whenever you're ready. Just getting you started on your stretches today, but there's plenty of other mobility, stretching, foam rolling that you could do on your own. And release that. Nice job. All right, rock yourself back up. And then what we're gonna do is come into a tabletop. 2 more things together here. We are going to do a thread the needle. So you're gonna reach one arm up to the ceiling and then thread it through. You're gonna let your head come down to the mat. Keep your butt up to the ceiling and maybe extend your opposite arm. Relax your jaw here. Take 2 to 3 deep breaths in this spot. And then on your next exhale, unwind. We'll switch sides. Reach up, thread through. You're able to let your head rest on the floor, or maybe even grab some pillows or a yoga block at home. On your next exhale, come on up. All right, last thing together, we're gonna do our inner thigh or your adductor rocker. So take your hands shoulder width apart, extend one leg. You can keep the edge of your foot there, or more intense stretch, you'll put your foot flat. You can curl your back toes under if you want. Reach your butt back, don't tuck your bottom under as you rock back and forward. So I'm rocking back into the side I'm kneeling on, and that gives me a great stretch in this inner thigh. So I don't really have much weight in that side. Back and forward. So from the side, you'll see back. See, I keep my butt reaching back. I'm not tucking under. If that makes sense. Let's do one more here. You can do more if you'd like. And then you're gonna switch sides. So extend your opposite leg, foot flat is gonna create a more intense feeling. Edge is going to be less intense. Remember, more is not always better. So if it feels too much, don't put your foot flat, right? Slight stretch is what we're shooting for. Inhale, exhale, one more together. All right, amazing job. If you have any questions about today's workout, let me know. But as I mentioned, all about muscular endurance. So we're pushing our muscles to that burning point, that little bit of a shaky point, and then we move into the next group of exercises. All right, I'll see you soon.